Hi, it's time to get disconnected.
Nailed it.
Dayne from the Disconnected YouTube channel, and the wait is finally fucking over. Goku versus Superman, the rematch from ScrewAttack in Death Battle. Yes! Now, the first one, very controversial. Superman won the first one, and people didn't like that because Goku was Mr. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I love Goku. And I love Superman. I guess you could say I'm more of a DC fanboy than I am a Dragon Ball fanboy, but Nightwing's my favourite character. I like Batman more than Superman, but I also know that Batman would lose to Superman. I also know Goku would lose to Superman as well. Now, it looks like from what they're going on is... I haven't watched it. It's all new, so I'm reacting to it and going to be excited. So I'm looking at the likes and dislikes, so I think Superman might win. Haven't read any of the comments. Haven't done anything. It just came up on ScrewAttack, so I was like, yes, I'll watch it. But it looks like they're doing Super Saiyan God, and it's Super Saiyan God, or whatever it is, the blue hair one. Now, I am currently watching the new Dragon Ball Z Super, so I am caught up to that. I've watched the Frieza one, but I haven't watched it in English. I've only watched it in the dub. In the sub, sorry. And the new... Battle of the Gods I've watched, the Resurrection of F, or whatever it is, the Frieza one, is coming to my movie theatre on the 8th of August, or the 6th, one of those. So I'll be going... I'll be going to go see that. Oh, I can't wait. It's awesome. So I love Dragon Ball. I love Superman. I think Superman win. I hate people complaining about Superman winning in the first one because they misinterpreted Goku. They got the stats wrong. Blah 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 blah. They're saying he doesn't even use the power pole. There, they gave him. That means he would. It pisses me off that they gave him the power pole because it's a magical item and it hurts Superman. So they gave him a bit of a extra advantage. So if he didn't have that power pole, it would be harder for him to hurt Superman. The Super Saiyan 4 is not canon. Alright, then he would have lost even sooner if he didn't upgrade to Super Saiyan 4. It's bullshit. Yes, they kind of fudged a little bit because of they said, like, we're only taking from canon and non-canon, and not from non-canon, and so they put Super Saiyan 4 in there for some reason, even though it's technically not canon because Toriyama, or whatever his name is, doesn't classify it as. But now that's all retconned completely. It's officially retconned. Like he said, oh yeah, I don't consider it canon, but it was never... done official, because he was essentially done with the series, so they're like, oh fuck it, we'll keep doing it, and yeah, but now he's back with the series and now it's retconned. Superman, it looks like they're doing the new 52 Superman, and right now in the comics, Superman has essentially lost nearly all his powers. He's kind of back to when he was first introduced, like just jumping over tall buildings, because he used this ultimate attack called the Solar Flare or something like not the Solar Flare. But yeah, it's essentially just a massive overwave of all his senses, and it just drains his power, and he has to recharge for 24 hours. I haven't read all that. I'm currently acquiring the whole new 52 Superman comics. So I've read some of them, but not all of them. I've read a couple of the action ones. So I'm not fully up to date with new 52 Superman. I think he is weaker. He's definitely weaker than what the other Death Battle Superman was. So... yeah, anyway, that's what, nearly 4 minutes into it. Alright, let's watch this.
Goku. Superman. Titans of power, champions of unimaginable might, endlessly requested to fight each other. Again, he's with an iron boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
ScrewAttack. This is going to be cool. This is fucking epic. Yeah. Favorite Dragon Ball Z character is the Yucha Trunks. I've also got a Vegeta, one of those as well. Whilst this intro's going and see, there's my Vegeta. And And if you can see behind me, up there, I've got a massive Henry Cavill Superman. It's like, look, 2 foot tall. Goku vs Superman.
Created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, Superman entered the world on the cover of Action Comics #1 in 1938. He was the first, and his success paved the way for the superhero genre. The Man of Steel is righteous, courageous, selfless, a perfect Boy Scout. Very inspirational, but man, does it get boring sometimes. Siegel and Shuster were the sons of Jewish American immigrants and knew firsthand what it was like living in a world where they felt alien. Thus, this became the basis of Superman's story. You know how it goes. His scientist dad found out his homeworld Krypton was getting a bit too explosive and sent his son off to Earth to save him. On Earth, Superman's Kryptonian cells can absorb solar radiation from the yellow sun, giving him awesome strength, speed, durability, flight, and the power to shoot heat from his eyes, which can be large enough to vaporize a planet or precise enough to perform lobotomies. Superman was so powerful he could carry entire solar systems on his back or obliterate them with a sneeze. But over 75 years, Superman has changed quite a bit, including going through 2 separate reboots, which we will be focusing on today. These reboots lessened his insane power, not exactly by altering his abilities, but by changing his outlook. Upon discovering his alien powers, the new Superman rejected them, unintentionally instilling mental barriers on his powers, which he would work to unlock through the rest of his life. Sort of like when you drink too much and don't remember the night before, so you gotta spend all day figuring out how you got yourself a dozen kangaroos and married a lamb. Don't ask. And then, in 1996, the world changed. Dragon Ball Z came to America. Dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z.
I love that theme song.
12 years prior, a mangaka, or author of Japanese comics, named Akira Toriyama introduced Dragon Ball, the story of Son Goku and his quest to become the greatest martial artist in the world, nay, the universe.
I didn't really like Dragon Ball.
Goku was also sent to Earth from a doomed planet and possessed incredible powers, but that's pretty much where their similarities end. Goku was primarily inspired by the Monkey King Sun Wukong from the Chinese novel Journey to the West. If you have any interest in Asian culture, I highly recommend reading it. It's inspired far more than just Dragon Ball.
It is a good book.
Throw a stone at a shelf of anime,
Story.
and odds are it hits something inspired by Journey to the West. Anyway, Toriyama was smart and knew that fighting is awesome, so Dragon Ball took off like a rocket. Sooner than you can say power levels are bullshit, Dragon Ball became a hit anime and then came to America, literally making its own journey to the West, and forever changing the childhoods of many. Dragon Ball Z became the gateway anime to many Westerners. However, since prior anime had very little success overseas due to the differences between Japanese and American cultures, the companies responsible for importing DBZ understandably feared Goku's character might seem a bit selfish and heartless to a Western audience. Their solution? Turn Goku into Superman. This decision resulted in some strange mistranslations, such as labeling Goku's father as a brilliant scientist. Yeah, I don't see it. As well as perhaps Goku's most famous line, which many argue actually conflicts with his true character.
I am the hope of the universe. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth. Allied to good, nightmare to you.
Yeah, I never really liked that one.
This is where it all began. The nerd debates, the internet wars, East versus West, which hometown hero would triumph in a brutal fight to the end. In 2002, Wizards Magazine delivered an answer. They deduced Goku would win, stating that Superman would die to a fall from the moon to the Earth. A decade later, the website Outskirts Battledome launched, dedicated to answering versus matches. This time, Superman claimed victory. However, the chaotic debate careened out of control and eventually became banned forever. The arguments only grew. The internet needed a solid answer. That's where we came in.
Such a good fight. Even if who you wanted to win didn't win, it was still a really, really, really good animated fight. It was just awesome.
However, since January 2012, Goku and Superman have continued their adventure.
Holy fuck, was that in 2012 that they did that? Holy shit, that is a long time ago.
Superman gained an all-new ability called the Super Flare, which jettisons all the solar energy stored in his body, essentially turning him into a solar bomb. However, it leaves him completely drained of his powers for the next 24 hours. As such, he will only use the Super Flare as an ultimate last resort. Goku attained a new legendary form called Super Saiyan God. Despite being a temporary boost, Goku's body absorbed the godly power, essentially making it his new base form. Then, after mixing its power with his Super Saiyan ability, he became a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan! Oh, come on! There had to have been a better name. Ultra Saiyan, Master Saiyan, Super Ultra Combo, and Fry Saiyan, anything but that mouthful. These new powers have naturally rekindled the ultimate debate. Is this godly Goku powerful enough to defeat Superman? Or will this just be a repeat of the past? Well,
Now I
let's
think
end
it
this
would
debate
be.
once and for all.
I think Goku would win
It's
this one.
time for the rematch of Legends. It's time for a death battle!
Here we go. Okay, that's how they get him back by wishing Dragon Balls. Superman does. But how can he get the Dragon Balls if the Earth is destroyed? You know someone's gonna say that. Namek, that's how he did it.
Hey, Superman!
Son Goku, I've been expecting you.
Ready for a rematch?
They're in the snow, so he might be near the fortress.
This stops here.
I'm impressed. I actually felt that.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Neither have you.
With every step, an earthquake. With every
The
breath,
Zod.
I could create a hurricane.
This is my burden. Be thankful it is not yours.
The S is around the wrong way.
Don't get ahead of yourself, buddy. You're not the only one.
There we go.
That kind of power.
Blue hair? I've seen worse.
Out of my way. Take this.
You can take it, can't you? You're too strong for your own good.
Out of my way.
had your fun. I would prefer we don't accidentally destroy the Earth a second time.
No, I will never back down from a fight. Ah, me! Ah, me!
Holy shit. Oh, people are gonna fucking bitch about this.
I will beat you!
I think Goku will win though.
Stop it! This is over!
I'm sorry.
Well.
I believe this is the part where I say, I told you so.
But King Kai, I don't understand.
Here we go. Explain it.
You can't beat him.
Sure I can. I'll just train harder than ever.
No, Goku. You can overcome any limit put in front of you, but his power has no limit. Even if you somehow found the power to surpass him, you wouldn't have anything left to aspire to. Do you truly want that?
Nah, sounds boring. Oops. King Kai, do you have anything to eat?
Goku, I'm trying to be serious here.
Why? My stomach has limits too, you know.
Okay.
Whoa! Torches and pitchforks down. Before you start raging, please hear us out on this one, alright? Goku is incredibly powerful, a skilled warrior, and a great character. But Superman is on a completely different level, one which really doesn't belong in versus matches like these. Sure, due to the writing style of Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan God Goku's exact limits are difficult to pinpoint. Also, Goku will likely achieve a new form in the future. It's just how Dragon Ball works nowadays. However, none of that is really a factor. Goku will always have limits, while Superman's maximum potential is limitless. Don't believe us? Well, strap in, boys and girls. Let's look at how Superman breaks reality. One day, Superman was hanging out near Vega, the brightest star in the Lyra constellation. For the record, that's 25 light years from Earth, or 147 trillion miles. Naturally, a crisis occurred on Earth, so Superman's photographer buddy Jimmy activated his signal watch, calling for Superman's aid. And Superman arrived in a matter of minutes. Being a comic book, the time Superman took getting to Earth is unspecified. However, the comic never mentioned or implied any large time lapse, and he arrived as the battle was ending. Even if we seriously lowballed this feat to taking 10 minutes, Superman would be traveling over 800 trillion miles per hour, over 1 million times the speed of light. But more impressively, Jimmy's signal watch operates by emitting a high-frequency sound only Superman can hear. Which means Superman heard the signal in the vacuum of space 25 light years away. That is physically impossible. Except for Superman. Oh, you aren't impossible? How about the time he lifted Spectre off the ground? A guy literally made up of eternity. No, not insane enough for you? Well then, how about the time Superman lifted a book of infinite pages? That's right, Superman lifted both eternity and infinity. Though he did have some help from Wonder Woman and Shazam. Hey Wiz, what's half of infinity? Infinity! Regardless, they have limits in their own strength. So while they were lifting a specific set part for each load, Superman was lifting everything else, which literally means everything else. Really, Wonder Woman and Shazam didn't even need to be there. Superman's held a black hole, survived an explosion equal to 50 supernovas, flew to the center of a red sun, which is like tanking millions of nukes rapid fire, and once easily absorbed enough solar energy to vaporize half a galaxy. And to put an end to the Wizards magazine argument, here he is getting thrown from orbit into Earth with enough force to devastate the planet and cause nuclear winter. Oh look, he stood up moments later more pissed off than hurt. Oh, and by the way, none of this was pre-crisis. Believe us, we know none of this makes any logical sense. And hey, it's not our fault. These writers just keep making Superman the most impossibly OP guy ever. That's kind of what he's all about. Exactly. Superman isn't just a sketch on paper. He's an ideal. Superman and Goku are more than just characters. They inspire. They show us the best of what we can become. This is why people get so passionate about this debate. Goku's the epitome of a self-made man in spirit and personal goals. He inspires people to work hard to achieve dreams. To many, Goku is proof that there is no struggle that cannot be overcome. And the world of Dragon Ball fits this mold. Every obstacle Goku faces in Dragon Ball has a limit he can overtake. Even those called gods in his universe can be defeated and surpassed. And that is where Superman breaks this matchup. His world just doesn't fit the same mold. Superman is an all-powerful being who is only weak to alien radiation and supernatural magic. He is not meant to be relatable. He is not meant to lose. While Goku's story is one of a man trying to be the best warrior he can be, Superman's is the story of a god trying to live amongst men. It's not about if he loses a fight, but whether or not he's doing the right thing. That's why he stands for truth, justice, and freedom. That's why he doesn't wear a mask. That's why he's called the Superman. But hey, we know some of you out there have some questions, so let's knock them out of the park right now. Technically, if Goku could find a way to draw energy across multiverses, his spirit bomb could possibly achieve the kind of limitless power to match Superman. But not only would that take way too long to charge, providing Superman with plenty of time to kill him thousands of times over, the spirit bomb does not hurt anyone pure of heart. Like Superman.
Gohan, you have to bounce it back. If you don't have any evil in you, you'll be okay.
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan was about on par with Golden Frieza. When asked about Golden Frieza's power level at a panel, Frieza's voice actor said that since Frieza was a nice guy, it's probably 100 quintillion. Which is a pun, because power levels are nothing more than a big joke. Superman has been beaten in battle before, when he was still learning. Saying Superman should lose because he lost to Doomsday is the equivalent of saying Goku should lose because he was one shot by Raditz. We are looking at these characters at their maximum potential, not from some random point in their timelines. Goku may have divine ki now, but it's still ki, not magic. Ki may be spiritual in nature, but it's still a natural source of living energy even Superman possesses. In fact, Dragon Ball emphasizes a clear difference between ki and magic. And if Goku did destroy the sun or the planet, he can't survive in the vacuum of space. Superman can and could always just fly to another yellow sun, or even a blue one, which boosts his powers even faster. Ultimately, Goku versus Superman comes down to a difference of limits and purpose. What happens when you pit a man with the power to break any limits against a being with no limits in the first place? Well, only one has limits to give at all. But that's exactly what makes him such a memorable character. Think about it. If you had a Goku that was as powerful as Superman, would you even want him? The winner is Superman. Fucking Superman.
Alright, let's see what the next one is.
On Death Battle.
Knuckles! Gotta love Knuckles.
Hey everybody, I'm Chad.
And whoever. Okay, before people go, well, what about Goku transporting him to a red sun where it drains his power? You just heard him say Superman flew through a red sun. It doesn't instantly just go, boom, no power. It's not like a light switch. It'll drain his power slowly and he can't rejuvenate more power from a red sun. So yeah, let's see what some of the... A Goku fan knows Goku can't win this fight and doesn't care about it. Blah, blah, blah. Goku fan boy thinks Goku can do a number of things that Goku has never been. Yep. But Goku is a class filled with different colours. Saw the live stream. That was epic. In short, Superman is as strong as he needs to be. So what happens when people... Goku can... Kaio can't keep up with the Man Steel. Still, I like... Yep. Actually... We're not mad, we're just disappointed. Here's why. A failure to show Superman's solar flare. Saying that Superman is all powerful and has no limits when it's been shown beyond Doomsday that he in fact has limits, but oh my god. Allowing Superman to have outside help and not providing the same for Goku. When did he have outside help? What? He called the dragon? Is that outside help? But that was to, you know, revive Goku so they could fight? Using the wrong version of Superman, you use pre-Flashpoint, not New 52, which by the way was around long before even the first Goku vs Superman. Provided little to no argument, made people pay to watch this, blah blah blah. I'll get over it. Superman could solve the Superman had no outside help. They already provided the argument years ago, so it was using New 52. Nobody had to pay to watch. Show it breathing in space. Yeah, I do think that's weird. Yeah, because it's not in space, it's in the atmosphere. It's just stupid on the writer's part because they're not consistent enough with Goku being able to breathe in space and then showing him in the top of the atmosphere and stuff like that, where it seems like he is in space. And then people say, well, Superman's been shown in a breathing suit and stuff like that, in a space suit, so he can't breathe and stuff. That was because he had the mental blocks on his brain, like in his one which they spoke about, because he didn't think he could. But after he broke down that barrier, he realized he could breathe in space. He doesn't need to breathe. He doesn't need to eat. He just likes doing those things. Sora versus Narita? Stupid. Actually want Goku to beat Goku wins reputation, blah blah blah. People are going to be pissed off because they don't, like they said, they don't know the actual power levels of Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. That is so stupid. I know. I don't... Whatever. It's just... What people need to understand is what they exactly said. Goku is always striving to be the next person. And I hate when they say, well, Superman's just overpowered. He's always got these new tricks up his sleeve to beat whoever he wants. Every single fucking saga of Dragon Ball, you go, okay, he's normal in the Saiyan saga, you know, no transformations there. Goes to Frieza, oh, we can transform! Alright, okay, fair enough. Goes to Cell, oh, we can transform again into Super Saiyan 2! And then goes to Goku, oh, there's Super Saiyan 3's magically here! And we can fuse! And then, oh, these gods are down here? Super Saiyan God! And then, oh wait, Frieza's stronger than the gods, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan! So he's always got a fucking transformation to whatever suits him, so he's just going to keep transforming and shit like that. It's just... I don't know. I'm glad that Superman won, because I think I'd like Superman better than Goku. But like I said, my ear's itchy. Previously, I am... Nightwing's my favourite DC character. I like Batman more than Superman, and I think Superman can beat Batman. Future Trunks is my favourite Dragon Ball Z character, and I like Vegeta more than Goku. So they're like third in the series, in their own universes that I like. So I don't know. It's good that it's finally over, but it's not. I can't wait to watch some of these reactions to it. There's that dude who had the missing teeth who did the first reaction on the first one, and he's talking about how Goku doesn't use the fucking power pole or Super Saiyan 4. They just keep... What all these Dragon Ball fanboys don't realize is what Superman is. Like, they're anime fans. They like Dragon Ball. They don't really read Superman comics. Most of them. I'm generalizing here. And the same with the Superman fanboys who just blatantly think Superman's going to win. But I'm a fan of both. Like, a big fan. I love Dragon Ball Z, and so far Dragon Ball Super seems okay. It's a bit slow right now, but it's only 2 episodes in, so I've got to the 3rd episode. And the Battle of Gods is a decent movie. I'm really looking forward to the new one, and I'm going to see it at the movies. It's not like I'm a blatant fanboy of the Man of Steel. And see, this is a Christmas ornament too. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Superman won and fanboys are gonna hate. So let me know. Let me know what you thought. Did you think Superman deserved to win? Do you think Goku could beat Superman all the time, even though Krillin threw a rock at Goku once and Goku got hurt by it? But that's just filler. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I'm Dane for the Disconnected channel. I've done a reaction for a bunch of other stuff, some movie things, movie trailers, and also the Toth versus the Sand Dude from Naruto Death Battle. You can click and watch those. Not in the description, I can't be fucked putting them in there. Don't forget to subscribe and blah blah blah, you know all that crap. You've been on YouTube long enough, and if you haven't, and you've stumbled across this channel as your first YouTube channel to stumble across, I'm sorry. You poor person, you could have stumbled across any number of YouTube channels and you fell into this pit. Catch you later, guys.